that an X? Is that an O? XO Sports Talk?
Yeah, let's go.
I got my swag.
Like that apparel you guys are going on. Yeah. Want any of that merch? You can get that in the bottom link. Click down below. XO Sports Store. Not just X and O's of the game, but the love of the sport. We do.
Oh man, what's going on, guys?
What's going on?
You tell me, and then I'll tell you, because I sure enough don't know what to do.
Aaron, you look just like Dad when you had the hat on like that. You look just like, oh wow.
Yeah, deja vu.
Yes, indeed.
Oh man.
Yeah, he had it on. Rocking it low like he did, yeah.
Yep.
You gotta fit the hat. You gotta form it, man.
You know what?
Lift the hat.
The guy at John that I work with, I was wearing my baseball cap, and he looked at me with his deep voice, and he says, "You know what? You definitely don't wear your hats like the brothers. I don't know what's wrong with you. You look like you," he said, "you look like a farmer. You look like some kind of hayseed."
Oh man.
I just started laughing. I said, "This is where I wear it." He says, "Well, you need to change it." Oh, man.
That's
man.
funny, man. Yeah, you just plop it on, man. That's
Oh man, I can't wait for him to see this episode tomorrow. He's gonna say, "Yeah, I did say that." Oh, guys, did you guys finish your Christmas shopping? Terry,
Yeah, I finished it.
that's a no.
yeah.
Malcolm, did you finish your Christmas shopping?
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
All right. Control.
Nice.
All right.
All right,
Oh,
sweet, man.
yeah, I know. Yeah, you know how they said in Gladiator, Maximus the Merciful? Oh, Malcolm the Sweetness. You got a sweet side to you. So when are you flying out? Oh,
okay.
April.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's.
Yeah,
Oh,
Janet's
I
still
can wait
packing
because
in.
I ain't going. I ain't going to see Janet. I ain't going to see Janet nor her mama.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
No doubt. Yep.
Country music. Yeah, you might want to retire down there.
Yep.
Okay. Well, you know, if you ever need, you know, for me to send by Amazon a life raft or something like that, you know, a wet vac.
Yeah.
So they say, Malcolm. So they say. Brian, go ahead, Malcolm. No, go ahead. Okay. Malcolm in cell block D. Brian,
What's up?
did you finish your Christmas shopping?
Yeah, I'm pretty much good to go. Yeah, I'm ready to rock.
That's,
You know, yeah, I'm good to go. I'm
Don't
good to
sound too
go.
confident.
uh,
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
yes or
yeah,
no
yeah.
answer.
Let
yeah,
me
I
ask
know.
you: have you been naughty or have you been nice?
I got nothing but coal in my stocking.
Cole.
Coal.
Oh, see, I
Yep.
just reminded him. See, I
Yep.
don't know.
On Exo Sports Talk, we
Y'all
remind.
all sound suspect. It's all sound like
Oh no,
y'all
I
been
got
bad.
coal in my stocking. Nothing but
I'll
brick.
be out there early,
Coal
8 o'clock
bricks.
in the morning.
The yeah.
Uh,
I you know, I I like to get Christmas gifts and stuff, but man, when that bill comes in at the end of the next month, you go, you know what? I better come up with a better plan than what I'm doing. So I'll be saying the same thing again next year, but it's all good. Yeah, I mean, if you can make family members happy, that's what it's all about.
Yep.
yeah, no doubt. And
Guys, we're gonna hit that subscribe button, Terry, if you please.
Yep. Expo Sports Talk would like to welcome everybody to tonight's show and thank our viewers and subscribers for their support. If this is your first time watching on YouTube, the show is also streaming on all your favorite podcast platforms, Google, Spotify, and iHeart, just to name a few. To stay up to date with our latest videos, the latest news and rumors in the world of sports, hit that subscribe button, press the like button, and tap that notification bell. And do your friends a favor and click the share button, especially during Christmas time. As always, feel free to join in on a live chat or call 475-221-5006 to join in on the conversation.
All right. Thank you,
mhm.
T.
Just want to
Brian, if you
say
please.
what's up to Debbie Gamble in the chat tonight,
Yeah,
checking in.
yeah.
What
And
did I get for Christmas, Deb?
And
Besides
Bethany
another.
is checking in. She says happy holidays. Thank you, Bethany. Happy
Thank you,
holidays to you.
Bethany.
yeah.
And Bethany, can I get something for Christmas, please? I'm hurting over here. Hurting.
Yeah.
Guys,
I think they said they was having trouble with Malcolm, but I'm trying to work on that behind the scenes. So if I'm a little off tilter, rock with me, fellas. But go ahead.
okay. Now, Brian, if you please.
Yes, I can, man. Let me see in here.
Last chance for the Steelers. Bradshaw trying to get away. And his pass is broken up by Tatum. Picked up. Franco Harris has it. And he's over. Franco Harris. Got the ball into the 5 seconds to go. With 5 seconds to go and scores.
That was the immaculate reception by Franco Harris, leading the Pittsburgh Steelers to their first Super Bowl. And the irony of the thing was the owner, Art Rooney, known as the Chief, was like, oh, well, we're getting ready to lose. And he's coming down the elevator to tell the guys, hey, you did a great job this season. And when the elevator finally stopped for him to get off, they said, the Steelers won. And they're going all crazy. And he's like, are you serious? We won? He had no clue. But Franco Harris came into the NFL as a first-round draft pick in 1972. And when he finished the season, he had 1,055 yards, rushing for 5.6 average and 10 touchdowns despite only starting 10 of the 14 games. He became the 5th rookie in NFL history ever to rush for 1,000 yards. He created what is recognized as the greatest play in NFL history by running to the football by simply doing what he was coached to do. He was the MVP of the Super Bowl which was the first championship in history for the franchise that had been in business for 41 seasons without one. During a decade where his team won 4 Super Bowls and appeared in 17 post games. To do so, he scored 17 touchdowns. He was elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. Guys, I know me and Brian are diehard Pittsburgh Steeler fans, but we truly give our condolences to Franco Harris, to his family, and to the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. Franco Harris was a class act. Was reading an article on Mean Joe Green, and he talked, and in the article, it said Franco Harris was always there for any charity event. Any of the players had some kind of charity event going, Franco was there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if Brian and Terry remember, Malcolm may remember, is when Jim Brown challenged Franco Harris to a running contest in the 40, because Jim Brown did not like the way Franco Harris ran the football. He felt Franco Harris didn't take on a lot of contact. And Franco's feelings was, why take on that amount of contact where that you play for the next down? Do you remember that, Malcolm?
Live to see the next play. No big deal.
Yeah.
I know it was a matter of opinions with those two great Hall of Famers.
But do you remember the race?
Somewhat of the incident. I remember somewhat of it. You know, we know Jim Brown has his own opinion. You know, when it comes to anything with his sport, his greatness, because of his greatness. So, yeah, I remember vaguely about it. But I understand. Let's also say that Franco Harris, was a Penn State alum.
Yes,
and he loved this college, and he always did things for them. I had a friend whose son went to Penn State, who played basketball for Penn State, and praised, Franco Harris, who was one of the, the mentors and the alum mentors, who, was one of the greatest guys he ever met. He said, so kudos, to Franco Harris' career, and we have to, truly send our, condolences to his family and his loved ones, because when they say he loved Penn State, he loved Penn State. He represented it.
And you're talking about a style of football back then that it was predicated on the run.
Yes, smash mouth football.
And so, when you played the Steelers back then, they were going to run the football.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And that first Super Bowl they went up to play was against the Minnesota Vikings. Bradshaw did not mature into a quarterback in his first Super Bowl.
No.
It was all on Franco Harris. And Mean Joe Green said, they looked at me as the face of the organization back then, but he said Franco was the heart.
Yes.
And I give kudos for Mean Joe Green coming out saying that, because some guys would say, well, thank you, and take all the credit and go, oh, yeah, it was me. I kept the guys in line. But in Pittsburgh to this day is very funny on giving out retiring numbers. And it was just a few years ago that they retired Mean Joe Green's number.
Mm-hmm.
And they said to some of the players, who do you think number is fitting to be retired? And they said Mean Joe Green. And Mean Joe Green said later on, it should have been Franco. So I give him a lot of credit for doing that. And he was a great player, and he will truly be missed in Steeler Nation. And within the Steelers organization and at Penn State. Rest in peace, Franco Harris.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another running back passed away. Ronnie Hillman, former Denver Broncos running back. Ronnie played 5 NFL seasons. 5 NFL seasons after being a third-round pick out of San Diego State at just 20 years old. His best campaign came in 2015 when he led the Broncos in regular season rushing yards with 863 and scored 7 touchdowns. Denver won Super Bowl 50th during Hillman's career year. And it's sad to see a young man pass away so young. They were talking about that. One of his former players said that he had kidney cancer, and that is just unfortunate for him, his family, and for the Denver Broncos organization. And we give our condolences to the family and the organization.
Yes.
World Cup. Congratulations to Argentina beating France.
Yeah.
But
Exo Sports. Sorry.
I just want to say one thing, T. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. I kept my promise. So keep your distance. Terry, please.
On that musical note, Exo Sports would like to congratulate Argentina, the winner of the 2022 World Cup. Argentina beat France 4-2 on penalties. A lot of people are calling this World Cup one of the greatest World Cups in history. I mean,
it was a great game.
Yep, you had the superstar power and Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe. You had some beautiful goals being made, and the goalkeepers for both teams, they earned their pay, man. I'm gonna tell you that much. They earned their pay.
That is true.
Again, great game, and congratulations to Argentina and Lionel Messi. With this win, they've kind of said Lionel Messi has separated himself from the other greats in the world of football. So,
I can understand that.
Yeah,
well, let's see what happens in 4 more years, 2026.
Messi ain't gonna play.
Hey, that's his problem.
And Messi's not playing. Messi's gonna be like, I got mine, y'all get yours.
Yep.
I was pulling for Kylian, man. I was pulling.
I was going for France. I thought France was going to go back to back, but
I picked Argentina, and I said it.
I had money on it.
Who you have it on?
I had it on France. I was good to go. I was betting the other dude money. I was winning so much. I won with Croatia. I won with Morocco. I won with of course France, and I won with Argentina. And I was betting their money. And I was just betting and just letting it ride. And then hey, dude got lucky. I didn't lose nothing. I won money. I didn't lose nothing, but it was good to see a great champion like Messi do his thing. I don't shoot Mbappe short, because he had a hat trick in that game, 3 goals, and he carried that team. He did a great job. They did a great job. Like I said, the penalty kicks, it is what it is. He's just, his boys didn't capitalize on the penalty kicks,
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Argentina. Let's see if you can do a repeat back-to-back and belly-to-belly come 2026.
Yeah.
Malcolm, college basketball rankings for the women and the men.
Well, I'm going to start with the men.
Start with the ladies. Ladies first. Ladies first.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right, there you go.
I gotta get it up. I had the other one down. I had it up before, Let's go to the women. As far as the women, the Coaches poll. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh.
I gotta pull it up. Uh-oh, because I had them in. Let me go back. I just lost it. Yeah, see, technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
And we got the whole screenshot on you too. It's just you solo. So,
oh God.
So
put the pressure.
The pressure. Oh man. You can't handle it. I can't handle it.
Yes, I can. Are you ready? I'm gonna do the top 10. Are you ready? Of course, we know South Carolina is a superpower, the defending champs. They are number 1 at 12-0. You have Stanford at 12-1. You have Ohio State number 3 at 13-0. You have Indiana at 12-0 at number 4. You have Notre Dame, who always is a good team. They always have a good year. You know, they got great coaching over there, which is number 5 at 10-1. University of North Carolina, the Tar Heels, the Lady Tar Heels. I tell you, they're 9-2 at number 6. North Carolina State is right on their heels. That's Tobacco Road down there. So they're 11-1 right there in the ACC. That's the fight right there. Of course, Virginia Tech is a dog fight also. They're 11-1, you know. And you got Connecticut who dropped down to 9-2. No excuse, but they got hurt players. And, you know, we know 2 of the top players in the nation, Fudd, and Paige Buckets. We know they ball. So they're both out, you know. Mm-hmm. But, you know, Gino Auriemma is just a good coach. He'll hold them down until the tournament time. I don't think Paige Buckets will be back for the whole season, though. And she's one of the top players in the nation at number 9. And you got LSU rounding it off at number 10 at 12-0. I tell you, these girls, they can ball. Some great balling going on.
Yeah.
And I love to see basketball in this way. But let's go to the men. We have 2 unbeatens left. Purdue at 12-0, and the University of Connecticut, UConn, 13-0. And you have at number 2, Purdue's number 1, UConn's at number 2. University of Houston's number 3 at 12-1. Mm-hmm. You have Kansas, 10-1 at number 4. You have Arizona, 11-1 at number 5. You have Virginia, 8-2 at number 6. You have Texas, 10-1 at number 7. You have Tennessee, the Vols, at 10-2, number 8. You have Alabama, the Crimson Tide. They're 10-2 at number 9. You have Arkansas, 11-1 at number 11. Let me say this. North Carolina was ranked number 1, preseason number 1. They are, I think, right now 9-4 because I watched the game yesterday.
Yeah.
They're not even in the top 25.
Yeah.
But they will bounce back in there by the end of the season because they, you know, right now that's the first year of Hubert Davis coaching. So let's give them a break, you know. But they still got the talent they got from last year, and they have great talent led by, you know, R.J. Davis, and they also have, you know, big man Bangkok, who's a beast down low. I love that kid Love. He's a baller. He, you know, number 2, he's a true baller. So they got some talent on the team. Give them time. They should have gelled because they already been there. You know, heck, they made it to the Final Four last year with this team. So. Look, watch them turn it around. They'll turn it around this year, you know. So, but they're one of the top. That's the top 10 I have for college basketball. Stay tuned. Like I said, UConn is surprises everybody, which is nothing new. They weren't even ranked in the top 25 before the season started. Right now, they're number 2, and they doing a great job. They have a very deep bench. Like I said, this is Hurley's time now. Hurley, hey, you got talent now. Let's see how you're gonna coach it. Like I said, it's easier to coach when you got the talent. It's hard to coach when you ain't got it. Jim Calhoun's specialty was he took what he had and he made it work. You might have had a McDonald All-American here or there, but he also had great players that listened to his system and played defense. And Hurley's got these boys playing great ball up and down the floor. And I got to give him credit for that. And he also, keep in mind, has a number 4 recruiting class coming back next year. UConn does. They got a bunch of great players coming next year. So, it's about to be down now. He's got his time now, and he comes from a coaching legacy with his dad, Bobby Hurley Sr. Yeah, and who's won multiple state championships. So nothing new with them, that family, because you know we already know that Bobby Hurley Jr. used to ball for Duke. So, like I said, just the coaching tree. Where's Bobby Hurley Jr.? Isn't he at Arizona State? Where's he at? No, I forgot where Hurley Jr. is.
Who?
Bobby Hurley Jr.
Where he is.
Yeah, but he's balling. He's coaching also. But that family, like I said, they come from a great legacy with their dad, who was just a great college coach. Matter of fact, he's a Hall of Fame college coach. I mean, high school coach. So he's a Hall of Fame high school coach. All right.
Yeah,
That's it on the NCAA.
Yeah.
Nice.
And there you have it. Bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum.
Yep.
We need that
Guys.
tone.
Interesting.
I love that tone. That tone was from Greece. What was it? NBC.
That was NBC.
NBC,
had
yeah.
it, but don't forget in Greece when they made the announcement in the day, they had the xylophone. They just go ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I remember.
Yep. I remember that.
Mhm. Well, you're going to remember this too.
Go.
NFL's talks in the red zone.
Let's go.
The NFL has reached an agreement with YouTube TV and YouTube TV Prime. YouTube TV is set to spend roughly $2.2 billion per year for the rights to the NFL Sunday Ticket, per the Wall Street Journal. The report deal could be worth up to $2.5 billion, pending performance fees.
They're getting that every year. The
DirecTV
NFL's getting that every year.
no, they're just going to get $2 billion.
How long is the contract?
$2.5 billion.
Does it say?
7 years.
Every year for 7 years.
No, it's going to. I'm sorry. They're saying $2 billion per year, but it's not going to be $2 billion. It's going to be worth up to $2.5 billion. Okay, and DirecTV final deal with the NFL, which ran out in 2014 to 2022, had been for $1.5 billion, and they're saying per season. So I guess it was.
So it'd probably be per season, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
The deal between YouTube TV
A lot of money.
and the NFL will be a 7-year pack. That means the rights will come up for negotiation again ahead of the 2030 NFL season.
Sound like EA Sports. They got it locked.
Guys, good move by the NFL making a deal with YouTube TV and YouTube TV Prime. Terry.
Yeah, because they're getting their money. So it's a win for them. Win-win, in my opinion. There's gonna be, I mean, we talked about it earlier. DirecTV is now the stepchild of I guess broadcasting networks. But it's a good move by them. I don't know what led to the negotiations, but again, the NFL secures the bag.
Malcolm.
Well, we all know that DirecTV time was coming up because, like I told everybody before, they lucky that they only had the ticket, because once they had that ticket in the late 90s, early 2000s, and you're part of it too, big man, Aaron. We used to pay for that ticket. We didn't even need the rest of the channels. We just wanted the ticket, and they got us for whatever they got us for. They held us up. You know. And NFL said, "Well, we're streaming now, and you can't get a piece of it, and you can't do nothing about it." So once every streaming started coming, everybody dropped DirecTV like a hot biscuit. I tell you right now, I was one of them. I said, "Man, see ya. I'm gone. Don't need you no more." And I told Comcast, if you ever got the ticket and regular TV, I would come back. I'd sign on 2 times fold, but I had to keep Comcast for my my broadband and my internet anyway, so I had no choice. But DirecTV, you're done. Stick a fork in you. Aren't they owned by Universal?
No, they're owned by
AT&T.
AT&T.
AT&T. Okay, you're right. AT&T.
Yep.
AT&T. That's right. They did that business deal because remember back in the day we were talking with that 2016 or 2014 when they were talking about changing over, and they got bought out by AT&T.
Yeah.
DirecTV was purchased by AT&T.
Yep. That's what saved
And
them. That's what saved them.
no, that was the worst thing.
What you mean?
You think?
That was the worst thing that ever happened to DirecTV being purchased by AT&T.
Okay, why?
DirecTV, if back in the day, DirecTV used to make their own boxes.
Yes, they did.
And they had TiVo, they were connected with TiVo,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a good brand. AT&T bought them and said, no, we're changing this up. You're going to buy our box. But your box is not good as TiVo. I don't care. You're buying our box.
Mhm.
And then it came down to customer service.
Quality.
Yep.
So you're buying a cheaper box. You're dealing with their customer service, and people were like, you know what? This is madness.
And they tried to force that internet on us too, because in the New Haven area, they had the AT&T internet, and they forced it on us, and then they left. They left, and
They sold it to Frontier.
Frontier had to eat the cost for it, and that was
And
crazy. After
and
they
the
talked
kicker-
you into it.
And the kicker was what they did to Frontier. They says, oh yeah, you can buy this area for $2 billion
Yep.
to service, and they didn't give them all the information to run it. And so they were behind the 8 ball.
Yep.
Well,
And so then they took the $2 billion and they went down there and they bought some of the phone service down in Mexico.
Yep. Yep. So we're gonna take
They
this
were-
and use this down there. The cell
So, you
service,
know-
they want the cell lines.
But I think what you will see with DirecTV
Wireless
is
service.
in the South, rural areas, and in the Midwest, rural areas, DirecTV will survive, but they won't be as big.
No, I don't think they will.
They lost my money.
They'll survive. They'll survive. Like case in point, Brian, our aunt. What does she have? DirecTV.
Yeah,
Can't
well,
get cable.
but in the long term,
And
yeah, I know what you're saying short term, but I don't want to get into the whole
Short term.
discussion on that. Yeah,
yeah,
short term.
but for YouTube to purchase that, now you're going to see a wave of people moving to get
Stream.
YouTube TV
And
Yeah. Of
to
course.
stream.
I'm just going to say, because I had this discussion before with someone, and to me, I just said cable is on the verge of being extinct. It's all about internet speed. That's it. Regular cable.
Cable's not going to be extinct. It's not going out anywhere.
Okay.
What will happen is, remember this, what you just said.
Yep.
You still need internet.
Yeah, well, internet. Well, I'm saying cable, I'm talking about TV in the way that
Yeah.
we know it. Like cable,
Well, the way
now your channels are getting their
Yeah.
own apps, and you're streaming straight through them, and not really going through needing a cable provider. Like,
but the cable provider in our cases in Connecticut, you still need them for internet.
well, yeah,
So
but
what they'll do is, and there was a law that was passed it was around in President Trump, where that neutrality, that
Huh?
the internet companies can charge you after so much
data,
speed data that you
Yeah.
use.
data, yeah, that's
And so let's hope that doesn't come into effect.
it will,
I think it is.
it will.
Yeah.
That's how
So
they're gonna
what
make their
you're
money.
not getting from your channels and stuff, they can say, well, you've gone over this amount. Now we got to charge you X amount of dollars.
And case in point, just to make it short and sweet, that's what they did around the pandemic time, when everybody was working from home. It was like, oh, wait a minute, we got to start charging for data.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I don't want to get too deep into this because that, once again, that keep it sports. So,
Yeah. But I'm pretty curious to see what's going to happen with streaming, with case in point, YouTube. Will they only say you can only stream one device, 2 devices, or 3 devices? If YouTube says, oh, you can stream 3 devices, hey, I'm happy. If YouTube says you can only stream 1 device, and the thing is, how much will it cost?
Well, their price will be going up. I tell you that. Whatever it is now.
How much will it cost for the Sunday ticket? And when you think about this changes the whole dynamics in bars, where that you go to a bar to watch a football, the football game, and they've got all the games. They would, go on the clicker on DirecTV. Now you got to go through internet streaming, and it means your internet streaming inside that bar has got to be up to date.
Up the par.
Be really good.
Yeah. As I said,
so we shall see. Congratulations to YouTube for getting the Sunday ticket, and thank you, YouTube,
discount.
for give us a discount.
Yeah.
We have 79 episodes up here. Come on. Show brother some love. Malcolm.
Yes.
This is going to be for you.
Go for it.
You ready?
Hope so.
Let's begin. Are you sad that Jalen Hurts isn't going to play against your Cowboys Saturday?
Believe it or not, don't really care because we would have beat them anyway. My point is this. They were doing a little dangling like, oh, he might play, he might not play. His coach goes, oh, he heals fast. He heals fast. Man, you know damn well you got a 3-game lead in a division and you're not playing them. Who you fooling? Really? Now, if you had a 1-game lead, you may think about it. You would hope that he would play during a short week, but you know damn well you're not playing him for the next 2 weeks. Be real. You're going to want him to heal as much as you can. It is what it is. I'm not worried about it. Like I said, you don't have to win a division to win the Super Bowl. That's all I got to say. You just got to go play in the playoffs.
Tell me how you really feel. Terry, did you wanted to see Jalen Hurts in the Cowboy game?
Nah, I figured the Eagles, like Malcolm said, you got a 3-game lead. You got to let them rest. I know they were dangling him out there like, oh, you can make it, but you got to let him rest, heal up. Plus, the Eagles, they got a decent running game, too. So even though Gardner Minshew is no Jalen Hurts, he's serviceable. So I'm interested to see how this game plays out because I honestly feel it's a bigger game for the Cowboys than it is the Eagles.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. We're going to have to win it. But like I said, we're probably going to be submitted at our spot at number 5 for the wild card. I can't see nobody beating us for that spot. So we're just basically submitting there. We're going to playing Tampa Bay in the first round.
Yeah, you're there. And
Brian,
watching them last week, watching the Cowboys, it's Christmas, and I just had to come up with this bit because
with as much dignity as he could muster, the old man gathered up the sad remains of his shattered major award. Later that night, alone in the backyard, he buried it next to the garage. Now, I could never be sure, but I thought that I heard the sound of taps being played.
thought about you guys last week. I was like, oh, that's fitting. But you Cowboys, as Terry kind of said, Hurst, I think they should just, let them rest. I think it's a benefit as well. They don't get to see them twice and get to see the game plan that they may come out with if they are to meet in the playoffs. Yeah, you know what they're gonna do. Yeah. So we'll see. We will see because that beating you took from Jacksonville was impressive.
Listen, they're gonna try to match up. They're gonna try to match up AJ on anybody that isn't Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna throw at anybody that isn't Diggs. So they'll have Smith, whoever Smith is on, they'll throw at him. Outside of our slot corner, who's a good corner, which is Bland, who's a rookie, who's playing great, got 4 interceptions this year, and he's actually making great tackles and foot for foot with everybody. They're going to go away from that. They're going to go to the opposite outside. Whoever that person is, opposite of Diggs, they're going at him.
But let me ask you a question, Malcolm. What if you lose?
That game?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. We're still going to be in the same spot, number 5.
Well, let me ask you, who's Jacksonville number 1 wide receiver? Anybody know?
Nah, I didn't know that kid. He killed us though.
Yeah.
I don't think he was number 1. Hell, he might have been number 4, but he killed us.
Yeah, he smoked you. That's alarming.
And CD
That's
killed
why
them.
I said it. Yeah.
And CD killed them, and they decided, said, let's run 3 at CD this time. And,
You know what's
get the
something?
job done.
You know, it's something I said to my brother, and
Kurt.
Brian will remember this. I told Brian, if I'm Tomlin,
Oh, okay.
I would go to Jacksonville. I said that before, at the end of last year. Did I or did I not, Brian?
LA Chargers?
Hmm?
You rather go to Jacksonville than the LA Chargers?
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
What?
You
In
remember
full?
last year I said to you, I said, if I was Mike Tomlin, I would go to Jacksonville, and you thought I was crazy?
Still think
Oh.
crazy.
Well, yeah. Well, I
Here's
still
the
think so. But
Here's the reason why, Malcolm. Jacksonville has a lot of young talent.
Yes, they do.
They are
who's-
built. Their front line is solid, and their defensive line is solid. The only thing that was preventing Jacksonville from moving up is the quarterback needed a little bit more experience, and the team needs a little bit more experience. But Jacksonville is on their way.
I'm not doubting
Yeah.
that. They're
Jamal.
on the up. They're on the up. Well, like you said, it takes a long listen. They haven't became the bullseye yet. Wait till they get the target. It's easy to win when nobody expects you to win. You know what I mean? When you're coming for people and you're doing your thing that they're doing. They're doing a great job over there in Jacksonville, actually. But once they become a target, see how hard it is to win in.
Well, here's the sad.
let me
here's
just
the
say
sad
this,
thing.
Aaron, real quick, because one of our chats, Jamal, put in there that Trevor Lawrence is going to be a star in 3 years, and he also, I'm assuming these are the wide receivers. Jay Jones is number 2, and Marvin Jones is a 3. I'm not sure if those are the wide receivers that we were talking about.
Not 3. I think Lawrence will be a star in the next 1 to 2 years.
Yeah.
Not 3 years. The next 1 to 2 years. Burrow blossom.
Well, here's the thing. You take a look at his division, it's going to help him speed up the process, because the Colts are spinning in a spiral direction going down. The Titans are spinning in a spiral direction going down. The Titans, not the Texans, I'm sorry, they're on a spiral of, are they going to work their way up, or are they going to work their way back down? So it's only looking up for Jacksonville in that division to grow.
In other words, they're a weak division.
Well,
It's a weak
They were a weak
division,
division last year.
but the thing about it is they're a weak division come next year. But who would you pick next year for that division? Malcolm?
Depends on the quarterback. I gotta see who's starting.
well, that was their problem. The Colts. I don't think they was a weak team. They just couldn't get a quarterback.
Couldn't get a quarterback.
Yeah, they was trying
They
to get
still don't
one.
have a quarterback.
No, they still don't.
Tennessee, yeah. Let's see who the quarterback is.
No, we're talking about
the
Colts.
Yeah, that's the
And
problem. Let's see who the quarterback is next year.
well, we'll get to see what's the name. What was it? Malik.
Malik.
We'll get to see
Yeah.
him play. He's kind of getting thrust into the fire.
And now Tennessee fired their general manager mid-season.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I had to dig
Oh,
under
the
the
owner-
paper a little bit more on that one.
The owner was getting booed. She was getting booed at the I think they were playing San Diego.
But nobody
And she
fired the
was
GM
getting
No more games in
mid-season.
San Diego.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Los Angeles.
Yeah,
San Diego played the
No more games in San Diego.
Titans.
Just say the name Chargers. Just say Chargers.
Yeah,
The Chargers.
The Chargers.
Just say Chargers instead of saying the
Chargers.
city. Just say the
Where the
team.
Chargers,
Yeah,
where the Chargers
Chargers,
are written,
yeah.
where the Chargers are written a home out in Los Angeles. How's that?
yeah.
To drink your Ovaltine. Ovaltine.
Yeah.
I'll drink
Paul
the
also
Ovaltine.
said that Henry
From
only has so many hits
commercial.
left before he drops off. It's time for the Titans to regroup.
Yeah. I have to
They
agree with
need a
that.
second base back. They need a second pace back on that team. They need a speedster and outside guy.
Well, they got rid of their
I
number
think
one
it's
wide
time
receiver.
No, I'm talking about running back.
Well,
They need somebody to take some of the load off of him and put on some outside speed.
I think it's done. Like,
yeah, his better years are done.
Yeah, to me, if everybody knows that Henry's getting the football and you've got no threat at the wide receiver spot, you're done. You're done.
Yeah.
Who's the threat?
Yeah,
they got no threat at quarterback. That's the key.
Well, they gave him the money. That's their fault.
Yeah. We will see.
They jumped on the Tannehill wagon.
But back to the division situation. That's been the weakest division for the past 2 years. Everybody said back in the 2 and 3 years ago, oh, NFC East, NFC East. Listen, everybody thought the NFC East last year, they had a better record than the AFC South and the AFC North. They had a better record.
They had their opportunity when they had Deshaun
last year.
And they had Hobbs.
Not this year.
No, I'm talking about back then. That was their window of opportunity, and they never went and got another wide receiver. They never addressed. So the defense was good then. So the opportunity it went and it's gone, passed.
Who's that now?
This is Texas.
Texans, they just screwed up their team.
Yeah, Watt. They was a good team back then. They just he didn't get some key players to me.
Guys, we all saw the game Sunday. And like in school, I'm going to give you a multiple choice on the Patriots and Raiders game last Sunday. After further review, was the wide receiver foot out of bounds or in bounds? Now, are you ready for your multiple choice? Grab your pencil and piece of paper. If you can't answer it, you can go in the corner like you did in high school. A, did you like the way the Raiders won the game? B, New England lost the game. C, do you blame the game on the NFL calling it wrong? Let's go with Malcolm.
Why was the NFL calling it wrong? You mean as far as bad calls?
I think he's talking about the touchdown play.
The touchdown play.
The last one?
Yeah.
That was a touchdown. How was that not a touchdown?
Okay, so we got Malcolm.
Okay, let me get to the point. I know all the above. Because they were stupid, they should have took a knee and went to overtime. They were stupid enough to say, let's go do the old flip back and forth, the old cow with the band is on the field thing. You know, let's keep flipping it. And he threw an interception to a linebacker who said, is there a bug in front of me? Let me just move him out the way. What's his name? Mac. And he just wiped him off like it was a bug on the windshield and just went right for the touchdown and celebrated it. Bill Belichick deserved it. Whoever, what's his name? Patrick is there, the offensive coordinator. If you're going to trust your offensive coordinator to do something that's stupid, you deserve it. Listen, you're supposed to be the best coach in football history. One of the great minds of football, and no one would ever doubt that. And you're going to let that happen. That's idiotic. Go to overtime. Let's go to overtime.
Terry.
Yeah, he should have went to overtime. You came back from 14 down. You take a knee there, and you just go into overtime. From what I heard, that play wasn't even a part of the game plan. So that's just bad. I know somebody's going to be fired. Yep, as I know, Belichick was not happy about that. So, yeah, that was New England lost that game, unfortunately.
Brian.
And I'm gonna go with B. To me, I thought New England lost that game, and this whole season has been not a real Patriot team that we are accustomed to. Normally, it's do your job, don't make mistakes, and this year has been just a complete other disaster. It seemed from training camp to me. Even when he got Pat Patricia to be the offensive coordinator, who came over from the defensive side, didn't show he can call plays when he was in Detroit. and Matt Jones looked like he took a step back with this whole situation. So this whole season has been a disaster to me for New England. So I blame it all on them.
There's two people that miss Daniels. Mac Jones and Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the Las Vegas Raiders are looking for the receipt right now, saying when can we send this back and get our money back? Because we lost money on this one. His great mind don't work with us without Bill Belichick's great defensive mind together. Nah. He's failed before, he'll fail again.
But
Yeah.
now, for me, I go with C. I blame the NFL
How?
for getting the call wrong.
Look,
The guy foot was on the line. You can clearly see it. That was
What, the
not a
out-of-bounds line?
touchdown. The out of bounds line. He was clearly out of bounds.
Well, wouldn't that be a referee problem, not an NFL problem?
No, you remember they went when they called it a touchdown and they went to review it.
yeah, that goes to the NFL.
That goes
Yes.
to the NFL.
They blew it then.
Yeah,
They blew it big time.
That ain't the first one they ever blew. There's a guy named Des Bryant. Ask him did they
Okay.
blow it.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Malcolm,
Against Green Bay.
I'm
the playoff
sorry
game.
that we didn't have
And
a
the first
show
time I
back.
interviewed
We
him.
didn't have a show back then, Malcolm. Malcolm, I'm sorry.
I'm letting you know about history. You know.
So,
Yeah,
It's just that,
okay.
there's a guy, Des Bryant, who say, the NFL blew a couple times. That was the first one.
so I would just
But
say
now-
to you, Aaron, you say NFL blew it, but did they blow the play that New England?
That play would have never existed. That's the problem. The play would have never existed if they didn't give it a touchdown.
Okay. All
That's
right.
7 points.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
but
And here's the kicker for me. I went into Bone and Prime. You guys know where that is in Cheshire. And I went to make my order.
You didn't invite
And
me?
there's huh?
he went solo. He ain't tell nobody. I ain't bringing nobody back nothing.
Thanks, bro. I mean, heads up, man. Give me a heads up or something.
Okay, I'll give you a heads up the
See
next
how he
time.
do us, Jamal. See how he do us. Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Christmas time, but
Give me a gift certificate then.
I'll take
okay,
that.
I'll give you. All right, I'll give you guys a gift certificate. You guys go in there and be washing dishes at the end. But the thing about it was, the bartender said he was a Patriots fan. He said, "This is not good. This should not be taking this long." He said, "You know what? The bookies have made a call to the NFL." He said, "FanDuel has made a call to the NFL and said, hey, touchdown."
Yeah.
The NFL told the officials on the field, touchdown. The officials on the field said, it looks like a touchdown. I said, this is baloney. I mean, when you're talking about 4 inches of the guy's foot is out of bounds, and then the announcers that are doing the game, they can't say nothing. They go, they're showing the video. Tell you, it looks like his foot's out of bounds. And then when they made the call, they were like, okay, touchdown. Oh, never said, hey, you're wrong. They were like, hey, we got kids, we got money, we got to, feed the family. Oh well, that's what they called it. They knew it was a joke. It was all a joke.
Well, next week we're gonna have to talk about
Bone and Prime.
yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Belichick. Is his reputation on the line?
Yeah. The Vikings made the biggest comeback in NFL history, beating the Colts 39-36. Colts coach Jeff Saturday was the first coach with the name Saturday to coach an NFL game on Saturday. Guys, should the coach Saturday be able to return to the Colts next season? Terry.
The Colts are what, 1-4 since he took over the team.
Yeah.
So if you just look solely at the numbers, you would say no. But this is going to be a decision by the owner, Jim Irsay, and looking at the way he brought Jeff Saturday on as a head coach, it might just be as easy as the way he wakes up and feels in the morning. So owner decision. I don't think he should be able to return, but we'll see.
Malcolm.
Well, I guess Coach Saturday didn't have any fever on that Saturday night because he wish he had a fever, matter of fact, because that was a terrible. Listen, the worst part is, never mind Coach Saturday, Matt Ryan is a part of two of the biggest comebacks in football history.
Wow, yeah.
I mean, in the Super Bowl at 28-3 and this one at 33-0 or 36, whichever one. Either way, he's a part of two disasters. Somebody better ever say he's a Hall of Famer. Ever.
Yeah.
Brian.
That was a good point, man. I never thought about that being two parts of the comeback. But
I mean, I know he don't play defense. People out there kind of say, well, Matt Ryan doesn't play, but he also gets the ball back to move the team.
Yeah, but the only thing I would, in Matt Ryan's defense, is the play calling in that Atlanta game
was terrible.
That wasn't his fault. That came from Matt Quinn, the Cowboys defensive coordinator right now. Dan Quinn. Well, he should have changed his name after that Super Bowl.
This all falls on who?
Changed his name to Mighty Quinn.
The buck stops with who? The owner,
the quarterback,
and the head coach. The head coach is the one who got the staff. So he wanted. This is the guy they picked as the head coach. We all kind of debated on it as he got the job. Not saying that he ain't qualified, but we just didn't think he should have just came in line and cut the line and just got in front of a bunch of other people who deserve to get a shot.
Jim Irsay is getting his due.
Yeah, so I'm very curious to see if he does bring him back next year, because
Jim Irsay is getting his due.
You know what, Malcolm? I thought that what you felt until Brian brought up something. Jim Irsay brought in Tony Dungy. Jim Irsay had two African-American coaches that went to the Super Bowl.
I never say this in Black Lives Matter.
But as far as bringing in Saturday off, moving past, I don't care if they were black, white, female. You just take somebody with working in the organization, not doing anything remotely.
No coaching experience. No, just say it. No coaching experience. That's it. Just say it.
And some of those assistant coaches are working 12 hours a night.
Yeah.
12? Those are 14 hours, 15 hours.
I'm just being nice, Malcolm.
Yeah. So the
thing about it is, this guy's going home at 5:00 and, taking the kids to ball games and stuff. Hey, honey, take the kids to the game. I'm going to go coach over here for a few games. Make some money.
Yeah.
And tell ESPN put my job on hold. I'll be back. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you, there's another record that Jeff Saturday is a part of, too. When the Cowboys scored 33 points in the fourth quarter, nobody's ever done that either. He let a team do that on him.
Well, let's go with this, Malcolm. Philly and Dallas, who do you have?
Man, that's going to be a hard one. Dallas?
Terry, Washington and the 49ers.
49ers. Defense is hot right now.
No doubt. Niners defense is sick.
Brian's Raiders and Steelers.
I'm gonna take the Raiders.
50-year anniversary.
I still don't care. I'm gonna take the Raiders. And Jamal said that Irsay is the worst owner in NFL.
Wow, they giving it over Jerry?
Yeah.
Jamal. Aaron said the same thing. He called him.
We're not going to say.
We'll just say a recovering addict. But Aaron said the same thing a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Sex addict, recovering sex addict, something like that?
No, he was an alcoholic. And he had a drug problem.
He had issues. He had issues.
Yeah,
he
just
had
say that. He
issues.
had
Yeah.
issues.
He's
Let's
human.
just say that.
Personal issues.
Bro, he's human. Listen.
Okay, Jacksonville and the Jets. Malcolm.
Whoa, I'm gonna go with the team is hot. I'm gonna go with the Jets because the Jets defense they need this game more than Jacksonville does. They both need the game. It's actually wound up being when you first look at that on the upcoming date saying why would we watch it to now, oh, that wouldn't be a bad game to watch now because they're both looking for try to make it and sneak in the back door of the playoffs.
Buffalo and Chicago. Terry.
Buffalo.
New Orleans and Cleveland. Brian.
New Orleans and who? Cleveland. Give me Cleveland. I think they're trying to find their footing.
Malcolm. Texans and Tennessee.
Ooh, flip a coin. Go with Tennessee. No, matter of fact, Tennessee don't have their quarterback no more this week. Give me Texans.
Okay.
I got no
Seattle and Kansas City. Terry.
Kansas City.
Giants and Vikings. Brian.
Giants and Vikings. Ooh, that's a tough one, boy. That's a
Get to see Kirk Cousins do his little dance with his no shirt.
Well, where's that game at? Just a quick question.
Does it matter? Does it matter?
Yeah, it matters.
Does it matter?
It matters.
No, don't.
Where is it at?
Minnesota.
It don't matter.
It's in Minnesota.
It's in the Yucatan.
You know what? Give me the Giants, man. Because give me the Giants.
Cold out there.
Yeah.
Okay, Bengals in New England. Malcolm.
Not inside the game. It was his
That's right.
Bengals
say
in
the
New
last
England.
one again.
Bengals in New England.
Oh.
Burrow.
Okay.
Detroit.
Detroit and Carolina. Terry.
Give me Detroit.
Oh, that's a bad game.
Detroit.
Oh no, Detroit.
Brian,
Yeah, Detroit.
Atlanta.
Detroit's good.
Yeah, they're tough. Who you got?
That might be interesting out in the cold. Atlanta and Baltimore. Brian.
Atlanta, Baltimore. Give me Baltimore.
Okay.
Even without
Terry.
Yeah.
Green Bay and Miami.
Miami.
Malcolm, Denver and the Rams.
You give me the sucky games, man.
Hey, it's life
Yeah.
sometimes.
They put all the
Go
good
with
games
Denver.
on during Saturday and Sunday.
Go with Denver
Right.
because right now Seattle got all their draft picks, and right now Seattle's going to pick in the top 5, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that
So
looked
they're
like
trying to
highway robbery right there. Highway
Tampa
robbery.
Bay and the
robbery.
Cardinals. Tampa Bay and the Cardinals, Terry.
Tampa Bay.
Okay. Chargers and Colts. Brian.
Chargers.
Okay.
Justin Herbert. Williams.
Terry, Chargers and Colts.
Chargers.
Malcolm, Chargers and Colts.
Chargers, because Saturday can't do it on Saturday or Sunday.
He's going to try it on Monday.
And Thursday.
On Monday, pick a day.
Yeah, give him
Maybe
any
we'll get
day.
lucky on a Monday, but no, I'm still picking the Chargers.
Yep.
This is the
I'm not picking San Diego.
conclusion
I'm
of
picking LA Chargers.
episode 79. And once again, we give our condolences to Franco Harris, former Pittsburgh Steelers running back great.
Mm-hmm.
Man. And to the former running back, former Super Bowl running back, Ronnie Hillman.
Mm-hmm.
Terry, would you please tell us about the subscribe button?
I want to thank everybody for watching or tuning in tonight. Once again, please hit that subscribe button. And it is Christmas time, so it's that season for sharing and caring. So hit that share button as well. But stay tuned because it's going to be a lot of football games taking place Saturday and Sunday. So we'll have some juicy
NBA
topics next
basketball
week.
too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We didn't even touch NBA basketball, did we?
No.
Yep.
Yep.
And to all the people that watch our show, we want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Yep.
And please have a safe, healthy
Yep.
holiday with all your loved ones from XO Sports Talk.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I just want to say one thing, Jamal. If you hit I know you said you hit the subscribe button. If you hit the notification bell up there, and you'll get notified when we're live and we're on live. So that way you can join in on the chat and the discussion. So everybody have a good one. And
Jamal, Bethany, Merry Christmas to all.
Debbie,
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Happy
to all.
holiday.
Enjoy
Happy holiday.
Yeah, and I just want to apologize too. I know the YouTube stream was having a little bit of buffering issues, but we'll get that worked out. But thanks for staying tuned, and God bless.
You're
Good night.
fired right before Christmas.
Yeah. Anyone got a job? Anyone got a job?
Brother, can you spare a dime?
Put it in the pot, man.